Everyone I test averages 50% SIVT fraud.
It's unbelievable.
Everybody's familiar with the IAB. It's the Internet Advertising Bureau. They kind of set the standards for everything, and they get together with the 4As and the ANA. And about a dozen years ago, they got together and they wrote internet standards for fraud detection companies because they've been popping up like crazy. And some of them do a decent job, or I should say very few of them do a decent job. And the rest of them are really just out there to take people's money. So they're mismarking real people as fraud, which costs them money, and they're mismarking fraud as real people, so it kind of defeats the purpose. So when they designed the standards, they didn't call it fraud. No one likes the word fraud. They call it IVT, invalid traffic. And then IVT is actually categorized into two different areas. We talked about SIVT, which is sophisticated invalid traffic, and then GIVT, which is general invalid traffic. Usually people collect enough information to do a GIVT scan. So a basic data center attack, known bots. The hit rate on that is going to be lower because it's just 2 data points. SIVT filter, like ours looks at over 800 data points. You're not going to be able to recreate that. We have to be able to pick that information up at the time the visitor is hit, lands on the website. So you can get a GIVT scan, but it's going to miss the more sophisticated types of attack, which is most of the time. I'll give you an example. You guys familiar with programmatic advertising? Display ads, TV ads, right? So in order to purchase that type of traffic, you purchase it through a DSP, a demand side partner. In the DSP, they'll all claim that they use a fraud detection solution. What they're not telling you is they use it on the pre-bid solution in that magic 100 millisecond auction, and it's a GIVT filter, and it catches 1 to 3% of fraud. So they'll tell you that their traffic is clean. It's 1 to 3% fraud. Every client that I've tested that uses, and I don't care what DSP it is, even the more popular ones, publicly traded ones, doesn't matter. Everyone I test averages 50% SIVT fraud.
It's unbelievable.
So same situation. If you were to go back, you might get lucky and catch that it was a bad lead and there might be some details there. So it's worth checking it. But recreating an SIVT scan is just not possible with most people's data.